Hey guys, back here with another video. This is a review of the WWE 2011 Cody Rhodes Classic IC. This belt was made by Jamar in 2011. Cody Rhodes debuted it at Hell in a Cell, but it was taken off TV because Jamar didn't own the artwork for this belt. The artwork was made by Midwest, so they told WWE, we will make you a new belt. So WWE started using the scratch logo IC, which had the white logos. This version has the black ones. So another thing, this is nugget textured. The classic IC, the Reggie version and the Dave Milliken version were all plain etched, no texture. So this does have some element of the classic IC while still being different. So let's start from this side. You've got the white strap, really nicely done. Jamar tooling. It's a shame that this belt wasn't on TV longer. I did have a version of this. I had one made by ORM. That was a really nice belt. Unfortunately, I did have to sell it a couple of years ago, so it's nice to see one of these again. You can see the Jamar shell tooling going around the strap. This does have a nice wide cut. First I thought the cut was too wide and it didn't look that good, but it's definitely grown on me. I do like it. So on this side you've got the non-standard 2x8 snapbox, nice Jamar tooling. Really nice leather, very nice white leather, sealed edges in white. So let's get into the first side plate. You've got the black WWE logo, which really looks good against the nugget texture. This is a SD made belt, acid etched, standard definition. You've got the red scratch logo. This is definitely my favourite version. I always loved the classic IC, but for me, the plain parts it just looked empty, so the nugget texture is a nice way to fill up that empty space. There you can see the grapplers. I think it's some sort of submission move going on there. You can see the faces, the boots. Very nice detail. 4mm plates, nicely polished edges. Sometimes the edges aren't polished, so they look a bit dull, but these are very nicely polished. Nice deep etching as well. Very good for the standard definition. There you can see the detail, the boots, the face. You can actually tell that's a person. Like, it's not just a blob like on some other belts. You can see the clear details. It's very nicely done. Nice black paint in the scratch logo. Red swoosh. The red is coming up a bit darker on camera. It is dark in person, but in the right lighting, it does look really good. It does look a bit more darker in this lighting. So, same on this side, just mirror it. You can see the detail. Try and zoom in on the face and the detail. You can see the face, you can see the WWE logo. Really nice texturing, very well done. It catches the light really well. I think these parts on the real version were left unetched, untextured, but it doesn't really matter, to be honest. Not too big of an issue. Again, you can see the thickness of the plate. You can see how deep the etching is. I'd say it's about 1mm deep on a 4mm plate, so that's really good. Again, you can see the details. The real belt was CNC made, and then it was textured. It was CNC textured with HD acid etching, so the plates were etched as normal with HD etching or American etching, if you want to be technical. And then the CNC machine did the nugget texture. There you can see the feet, the boots and everything of the grappler, the trunks. The one nice thing about the version that replaced this one, it had white logos. I do prefer the black logos. The white logos were really nice as well. That was one of my favourite versions. But the black logos just look really good against the nugget texture. And the one thing I miss about this belt was on the one that replaced it, it had black paint on the grapplers, on the trunks and the boots. So that did look really good. So now, to the main plate. The stars, you can see, this is SDH. It's really well done. Normally on standard definition, the stars are kind of washed out. The edges of the stars, they look rounded and stuff. But these, you can tell that they're stars. Nice nugget texture. WWE scratch logo, really nicely done, very well etched. You can see the etching, how deep the etching is on those stars. These are solid stars. On the classic version they were all hollowed, but on this one they're solid. And I believe there were 6 on that one. This one has 5. Then it's got the columns with the nugget. You see how it catches the light and it changes, so it looks different in the light. And there's the star here, really nicely done. Then you've got the Intercontinental Champion banner. You've got the blue paint. I believe this, I'm not sure if this is the Jamar one-shot blue that he uses, but it does look really good. To me, over the years, I've become a bit less picky about the paint. Obviously, I do like TV accuracy, if that's the word, I can't pronounce it today. I do like it to be TV accurate, but I don't think one shade of, blue is gonna, throw off the belt too much, to be honest. But I do really like this blue, it looks really good. Blue is my favourite colour, so this looks really nice. Really nice detail on the globe, the countries and everything, the continents, everything. This globe is supposed to be like this. It's the way that Jamar made it, so everything's tilted on its axis. It's not like a traditional globe. And then you can see the 5 stars again. Really nicely done. This belt was made by a new maker. It's made by Midas Belts, M-I-D-A-S, Midas Belts, B-E-L-T-S. Really nice leather. Really nice and flexible. not a big belt. I think it's smaller than the original. It's strong enough to stand up by itself. It just looks really good. I'll see if I can show you guys how it looks with the flashlight turned on. I'm not sure if I can do that. I might be able to. So I'll just pause the video and I'll see if I can show you guys with the flashlight. Okay, so I've got my flashlight. So the room lighting is off and this is just a flashlight. There you can see how the texture looks. You can see how well the black logos and the red swoosh really stand out, or the red underscore I mean. You can see that nice blue in the background. Really nice white leather. I'll see if I can give you guys a bit of a different angle. So here. So if you look at it head on, you can't tell if it's textured sometimes, because it just looks like a normal belt. But if you look at it in the light with different shades and shadows in the lighting, then you can tell there's texture. And it really does look really good. It like highlights everything. So you can see the darker areas, the light areas. It really makes everything stand out really nice. So I'm going to put it around the waist and put it on the shoulder, and then I'll give you guys my final thoughts. So that's how it looks on the waist. It looks really good. So in some lighting, as I mentioned, it looks like it's just a normal IC, but then when you look closer you can tell that it's textured. That blue globe really does show really nicely. It's a really nice shade of blue. Again, it's not a very big belt. It's smaller than the classic IC. It fits nicely. It's got a curve to it, not a really big curve, but it does have a curve. I'll show you guys how it looks on the shoulder. That's how it looks on the shoulder. Again, it's not very big. And the leather's good. I don't even have to hold it. It just stays on my shoulder. I think it's definitely smaller than the classic Reggie. This is the classic Reggie. This is also textured. I've done a review on this. This is a very amazing belt. It was given to me by my good friend Gary Sutton, and it's custom, so it's got his bandana design, but I can honestly say it's one of my favourite belts. And I'll show you guys the size comparison. So that's the size comparison. I think they might be the same size. I think the side plates on this one are slightly smaller by a couple of millimeters, but not by much. But it definitely feels smaller, maybe because it doesn't have the tip and the logo plate. So maybe that's why it feels a bit more smaller. And it's definitely lighter because there's no logo plate or tip. but I think the no tip and no Lego plate definitely suits this belt. Although it would look good with a gold tip, but I think the texture more than makes up for that. It does have a very slight curve, not much at all, so nope, it's really not much of a curve. It's basically flat with maybe a 4mm curve, so not very much. But again, it's not a big belt, so if you put it around your waist, it's gonna look good. And it's not too long. I believe it's probably about 11.5 inches, so definitely shorter in this one than this one in the length. So this is longer, but it does have a deeper curve. This one isn't as long, so it's definitely smaller, but it is a really nice belt. It's made by Midas belts. That's MIDAS BELTS, Midas belts. And I keep it like this in my room. It just looks fantastic with this one. So you've got the classic, and then you've got the, reintroduced version of the classic. So guys, I did want to try and keep this video as short as possible. I know sometimes my videos can go on quite long, so I do want to keep this one short. Again, the stars, the globe is different on this one. This is more of a traditional globe, and then that globe is the Jamar one, is different. And these stars are hollowed on the Reggie version. These are actually painted green. If you want to watch this video, it's on my YouTube. It's a great belt. These stars are solid. And there's 6 here. And there's 5 here. So slight differences. This is more like a nugget texture. This texture is more fine. It's like grain texture, if that makes sense. It's like sand on a beach. It's very fine, very, grainy. But this is more like a sparkling texture. This one, it's more nugget texture. I did have a CNC version of this about a year ago. Unfortunately, I never got a chance to make a video of it. That was a really good version as well, one of the best I've seen. That was made by Altair. But this one is really good as well. This is a SD one, and it's very well made, very good quality, and I couldn't be happier. So guys, that's it for this review. If you guys enjoyed it, give it a thumbs up, leave a like, leave a comment. It helps the channel. I know I haven't made a video in a while, so I want to try getting back into videos. I do have some really cool videos coming up in the next couple of weeks and months, so please stay tuned for those. Please subscribe, turn on the notification bell so you are notified whenever I upload a new video. And as always, thanks for watching.